live from the Quad Cities with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, saving for college. In our financial moment, we'll learn more about a plan offered by the IRS that puts families in the best position for the future.
And summer camp, a concert series, even an indoor flea market. There's a lot happening this summer at the Center for Active Seniors, and we're getting the details.
And later, cosmetics made from beeswax in Stark County, Illinois. We'll show you why the Balm Diggity is creating such a buzz. It is Tuesday, July 9th, and you are watching Quad Cities Live. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Kyle Keel alongside my co-host Morgan Otier. So let's set the stage. We've got two contestants, each teamed with a celebrity partner, competing in a word association game.
Yes, that game is Password. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah.
You can watch it right here on TV6. And if you watch the show tonight, you'll get to see Davenport native Debbie Place competing to win up to $25,000 in cash prizes.
Yes.
Debbie is here with us now. Welcome. Thanks for being on the show.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. I just hate being, out in public and out. I'm so shy and introverted.
I'm sure. Yeah, we can tell in the first 10 minutes that we've known you.
Okay, so first, give us a little bit of background on yourself. You are from the Quad Cities.
Yep, I'm from Davenport, Iowa, North Scott High School graduate.
Very nice.
I just retired from the dental field. After 34 years, and I had to find something to do. So I thought, what could I do? I cleaned the house, I looked up new recipes. How about we try out for Password?
That's the next obvious step after retirement.
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's very fun.
Oh, yeah.
It was very fun. And then I brought Betty White.
Yes, we couldn't miss her.
Oh, yeah, we should talk about that.
I brought Betty along. She's just wonderful, and she played Password for years.
Yeah.
And she met her husband, Alan Ludden, on the show. You guys are really young. You're probably... Look at them. They don't even know.
No,
they have no
I don't.
clue.
I know, obviously, Betty White.
I know Betty White. I know that she played Password. I do know that.
And she was so good at it. Well, then, when I was at the dental office, and I would answer the phone, this is Debbie. They'd go, Betty, and I'd go... Okay. And I would never, never correct them. I'd go, yeah, okay, I'll go with Betty.
Yeah, what an honor to be after Betty White.
Yeah.
So Betty was pretty instrumental in you think helping you get on the show Password, but you also have a talent that you also picked up by watching an NBC show way back when, by watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
That's exactly right.
What's your other talent?
I twirl the baton.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. It's a dying art.
Yes.
I'm 61. I started when I was 11.
Wow.
I've done it for over 50 years. I didn't bring it today because I was afraid,
You didn't know how high the ceilings were.
Well, they're really, I don't want to take out a light.
Right.
Yeah, so, but no, it's been a really neat experience. So this was one of those top 10 bucket list things.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So when I auditioned for it, I had to go through 6 producers, and you had to play. You have to be able to play this game.
Okay.
And so when they said we picked you, when they take you out there, and we were out there 4 days, 2 days of it was boot camp.
Oh.
That is crazy.
Sounds intense.
Yeah.
It was very intense.
Password boot camp.
Yeah, for 2 days, you got different partners. There's 30 or 40 other contestants.
Yeah.
And the level of play is really something.
Wow.
Really something.
I can imagine. So we have some photos of what your audition kind of looked like.
Oh,
and
okay.
Kind of set that scene for us.
Well, this kind of looks like your set.
This looks like when I anchored during COVID.
Right, yes.
This is exactly
the remote
it.
anchoring,
my husband helped me build this. There I am. Yeah, we built this up on whatever I could find. That's my husband's from the garage. That's his chair.
Okay. Love the standing books.
And they look like smart books.
Yeah.
They did say, we want you to stand during your audition.
Okay.
Because they want you to be able to move and be excited, twirl your baton, that kind of thing.
Right.
So, so my husband put that together for me. He did the backlighting.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he's
pretty high production there.
Yeah, he's like, as long as I don't, Tony's like, as long as I don't have to be on camera, I'll help you any way I can. Thanks, babe.
Shout out, babe.
Yeah.
So being on the show itself, I know there's not a lot you can share with us.
Yeah.
People are just going to have to watch tonight. But what was that what was it like? I mean,
it's
meeting Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
I'm jealous of that.
Oh, you know what?
Jimmy's awesome.
He's a hugger.
Oh,
He's
okay.
the real.
And you are too?
I am. Yes,
Yeah.
You are.
I hug them both when I can. He is really good at playing, and that's why he wanted to bring this game back with just one guest he wants to play.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
So,
yeah.
and he's very good.
Yeah.
And so he introduced me. I'm on the second half of the show.
Okay.
It's an hour show.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm on at the 9:30 time.
Okay.
Okay, good to
So,
know.
but, oh yeah, they were all wonderful. Kiki
cool.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her outfits are amazing.
They are. I watched
her-
it last night.
Yeah, the whole thing is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it was
great.
wonderful.
So we're gonna play.
I think we're gonna, yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna kind of quiz us and see if we can come
Yeah,
up with the
nervous.
password.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no,
ready.
don't
Let's do
be
it.
nervous. You also have to have a good thesaurus.
Yes.
A thesaurus is one of your best friends.
Okay.
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 And for
all
what
right.
it's worth, we were just told not to cheat. We're not
Yes.
looking at any monitors.
no,
So
Okay.
we
no
don't,
televisions in front of
No.
us.
We don't
Okay,
know any of the
so
words.
I'm going to say the password is, and then I think Owen is going to flash it on there or something.
Okay.
So I'll let them. The password is. Oh,
All
very
right,
good.
we see it. Okay.
Okay. Accelerated.
Fast.
Got it.
Oh, really?
I was trying to get. I had like 4 or 5 words.
Oh.
I had lively, rapid.
No, we're gonna do it again, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you
so-
mean
it went too fast.
No, like hints. You had more hints.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I had more
Let's do a
words.
new word.
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
do a
new
new
word.
word. I want another
See,
shot.
you'd be getting 2 extra points for that.
I
Kyle.
would. Okay,
Yeah.
because I got
So-
it on the first try?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have something called Shoot the Moon.
Okay.
It's new. You'll have to see it tonight.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Good
so,
tease, good tease.
All right. So here's a second password is
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
merriment.
Happy.
Yes.
Oh,
These two easy. I was just being nice.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yes, yes. Okay, so, and these are all words that I would use to describe my experience.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Okay,
that's why I
okay.
chose these. Okay, and the last
Oh, we got a third one.
password
Okay.
is, Owen is so good at this.
He
Thank
is.
you,
Yes, he
Owen.
is.
He is.
All right, so
He's a
here
rock
we
star.
go. Exactly.
Right.
Precise.
Actual.
Real.
Yes.
Oh, real. There you go. Morgan
Okay,
wins.
I'm sorry. These two need to go out to play password as a team. They were very, very good.
Wow, you're fun.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. Shoot, I should have made that one of them.
Yeah, fun. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, your whole experience was fun. You know, you mentioned that you've got that talent of baton twirling, and rumor has it
Yes.
that you were able to get Jimmy Fallon to do a little baton twirling. Is that true?
Well, part of that's true.
Okay.
There's an introduction, and then there's just, you'll have to watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll
She
have
can't
to
give it
watch.
away.
I was so happy when they said, "Would you bring those and bring an extra baton?" I went, "Oh, all right." And then act surprised, and I went,
Yeah.
I can do that."
I love that. This is going to be such a great.
This is going to be fun.
So anybody that is considering doing something similar, auditioning for, you know, an NBC game show,
Yeah.
any advice? I mean, you have a really big friendly personality.
Yeah, well, anybody can, they have to get contestants from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, don't be afraid, be yourself.
Yeah,
I'm like this
absolutely.
all the time.
Yeah.
We love it.
That's why my husband said he married me.
that's
and I wake up like
job,
this.
husband.
Yeah, good job, Tony. Just try it. It's not gonna. Next thing I'm trying is Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yes. I mean, you
And
gotta
I've
get-
tried for other things and
Sure.
stuff, but this one I think because it was new, and Kiki Palmer won an Emmy.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
after her first
Yep.
season. And
She's
this
very
was-
talented.
She's very, so I mean, to win an Emmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to try out, just be yourself, go for it. You don't have to wait till you're retired. It's just something fun, and maybe it'll happen.
Yeah.
And it did.
That's
And,
great.
You kind of mentioned the whole process started last year, like almost more than a year ago. So, I mean, this is a long, drawn-out process, and
It
you can't
is.
ever say much, even after you've gone to tape the show.
Yes.
Including, I mean, you haven't even been able to plan really a watch party, but
Nope.
but you are going to have one, right?
Yeah, well, ish.
Ish?
Because it's on at 9:30 on a Tuesday,
Sure. Right.
and a
Yeah.
lot of my friends still work, which, by the way, kudos to all my friends. They played Password with me.
Help you prepare.
Help me prepare.
That's
Us
awesome.
girls all get together and have snacks. We'd play
That's
Password.
great.
So, but I auditioned last May, 2023.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow.
Then they had the writer's strike.
Oh, so
So
it
then
would've been
everything
probably
was shut
quicker,
down.
yeah.
Yeah. And then November, we flew out to LA on Universal's backlot. That's a neat place to see too.
I bet.
And then we did the taping, and then just now it's coming to fruition. I mean, yesterday was the first time I could put anything on Facebook.
She's had to just be quiet all this time.
Which-
And everybody's like, spill the beans, and I say, no.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, good for you. Well, if you want to catch tonight's episode, Debbie is going to be on it. It airs at 9 o'clock right here on TV6. If you want to learn more about the show or watch previous episodes, you can visit NBC.com/password. Debbie, this was such a joy. We can't
Perfect.
wait to see your
Yeah, we
episode.
can't
Thank you so
You are
much.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
We hope to see you on a
you.
future episode of Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
I hope so too.
I bet you'll be a rock star.
Me and Betty
You
will
and
go.
Betty.
We'll head off now.
Perfect.
All right.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Well, coming up next on Quad Cities Live, Financial Moments with Heidi Hughescamp Collins. We're getting the details on 529 college savings plans and why this is one of the best gifts the IRS gives us.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
So, the average cost of tuition and fees to attend college for 1 year ranges anywhere from $10,000 to more than $40,000, depending on whether the student is in-state, going to a public university, or attending a private institution. That is based on research published at the start of the 2023-2024 academic year, according to U.S. News and World Report. Heidi Hughescamp Collins is here now for our financial moment, and that is the focus of our conversation today, Heidi. The topic is college savings, because it really isn't cheap.
Oh my goodness, no. It's a big investment. Both,
Yeah.
you know, if it's a child, if it's the parents, or a mixture of both.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know parents that have babies and they're already thinking, what's this going to cost me in 18 years or however long. So specifically, we're focusing on 529 college savings plans today. It's something that I've heard of, but I think that's true for a lot of people. They've heard of it, but they may not really know how it works. So
Right.
you can explain that.
Absolutely. 529 plans are just such a good idea.
Yeah.
They are introduced by the IRS back maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago, something like that.
Oh,
And
wow.
their way to save for college.
Okay.
So here's a big important thing. The adult is the owner of the 529 plan. So whether that's a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or a parent or you
Okay.
know, or grandparent, whatever it is, and then the child is the beneficiary.
Okay.
Okay, so any adult can deposit money into the 529 plan for the
Okay.
child's benefit. It could be like for Christmas presents, birthday presents, something like
Graduation,
that.
yeah.
Exactly. And then that money is invested appropriately for the child. It grows and grows, and then it is eligible for kids to be able to take out that money when they get to be 18 or 19 or whatever they're going to start college
Okay.
for eligible educational costs.
Okay.
Now, there's other ways to save for college, but they're not as tax friendly.
Oh, I see.
So, you know, people can save for kids in what are called Uniform Transfer to Minors Act, Uniform Gift to Minor Act accounts, and the child is the owner of the account.
Got it. Okay.
And the parent is just the guardian or the grandparent.
Okay.
And then what happens when that child reaches the age of majority, which is either 18 or 21, depending on the state,
Okay.
the kid gets the money.
Okay, no matter
Now,
what.
no matter what. So, I mean, I've had people open up these accounts for kids, and then the kid calls me on their 18th birthday and wants $50,000. And by law, I have to
You
give
have
it
to
to
give it to them.
Now, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't feel real good about my 18-year-old,
Yeah.
taking off with that amount of money.
Yeah, absolutely not. Okay, so that all makes sense. You talked about eligible expenses with the 529 plan. So what are some of those expenses? Do they have to go to college with that?
Yeah. Tuition,
Okay.
room and board, and you even if the student is going to live at home or live in an apartment, there are ways of contributing towards that.
Okay.
Books, fees, computers, internet access, anything that has to do with going to college.
Okay.
I had somebody ask me once, what about a car?
Sure.
You know, that's going to take my child to school. Well, if you have a car and the only place you're going to go is school,
Sure.
then you could, but that's not really
It's hard to-
very likely. So a car would be a hard thing to make happen. But it's for any accredited school. It could be for vocational schools.
Okay.
It could be for an apprentice program.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
Yeah, anything like that. Any accredited school where you can get any kind of a certification, like if someone's going to get a welder certification or anything like that.
Yeah, because we know more and more of our college students are choosing that avenue. You know, we're hearing it all the time that maybe they're not going to be going to a four-year university, but they're going to go through an apprenticeship. And it's nice that this can be used for that as well, so they don't feel stuck.
Because you're not going to know. I mean, you know, you have a child, and you know, you don't know when they're born or
what they're going to do,
what they're going to do, or if they're college bound.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we talked about this earlier. College savings plans, the 529s. You say they are one of the best gifts the IRS gives us. You mentioned before because it's best for tax purposes. Is that the only reason why, or is there other?
They're one of the best gifts that the IRS gives us because, you know, parents, grandparents, whoever, you know, loving adults are going to deposit money for the benefit of this, you know, ultimate beneficiary, which is the child.
Right.
And the funds are invested. They're going to grow and grow, hopefully over 17, 18 years if they start early.
Yeah.
You know, and all that growth is tax-free.
Okay.
All that growth is tax-free as long as you use that money for educational purposes.
That is huge.
So, you know, the rule of 72 is that if you invest money aggressively, like in stocks, that money is going to double every 10 years.
Okay.
Sometimes 8 years.
Right.
And so, you know, if you think of that doubling, that's a lot of money over time.
It is. It's huge. Okay, something to consider early on in your child's life for sure. To learn more about the services that Heidi offers, visit her website, hhcinvestments.net. And remember, you can see all of our previous segments with Heidi by visiting kwqc.com and clicking the tab for Quad Cities Live. Heidi, great information today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, still to come on QCL, the largest annual fundraiser supporting family resources and its important services. We'll learn more about Raising Hope, an event coming up at the end of August.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Working toward a safe, healthy, and inclusive community through a variety of services. That's the vision of local nonprofit Family Resources. Mary Egger is joining us now from that organization. Mary, welcome back.
Hi, welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome to my show.
Thank you so much. So we're going to talk about this really amazing event. It's an important event, but it's also a lot of fun. So we'll get to that in just a second. But first, just talk a little bit about Family Resources for folks who are unfamiliar and some of the services that you provide.
Right, we're a social services agency, and what we're probably most known for is our survivor services, but we do a lot of things. We do care coordination in the schools, mental health, group violence intervention, where we partner with the Davenport Police Department and the community members. So we actually do a lot for the community.
You do. You cover a lot of avenues,
Yes.
So to speak, for anybody who needs the help and needs the services. You're a nonprofit organization, as we already mentioned, so you rely heavily on people's donations.
Right, we do. And Raising Hope, that is our event that we're here to talk about, is our biggest event to raise funds that are flexible, that support all of our programs.
Yes. Okay. So Raising Hope, and that is coming up this summer, right? The end of August.
Right. August 29th.
August 29th.
It's the Thursday of Labor Day, and it is on the Celebration Bell for the second year.
Yes.
It's our second annual event, Raising Hope.
Very cool. Okay. So save the date. We've got that on the screen with the date right now. I remember this event from last year because so many people had such a fabulous time.
Yes, it was so much fun. And I think it's always good to have fun, but I also think it's a great way for us to connect with the people who support our mission. And last year we had a vibe. Our vibe was Kentucky Derby. So this year, yes. So this year we wanted to have a theme, an exact theme, so people knew exactly what to wear. Everyone was asking, what do I wear? What do I wear? It's on the Celebration Bell. So this year is Margaritaville.
I love it.
Yes, and it will be fun. It's going to be fun, but also we have an impact story to share and silent auction, live auction.
I want to get to like everything that's going on that night, but that is why we are wearing these. I should explain to everybody that's watching right now. We are dressed for the theme.
We are.
Right now. So kind of take us through the night. Everyone will board the boat, what, 5:30?
Yep.
And what happens after that? You guys are off the dock. You're on the Mississippi.
Yes.
And what's happening inside, outside?
Okay, well, new this year is our VIP perks.
Oh.
So our top sponsors, which I will mention right now, Unity Point Health, Trinity, Modern Woodmen of America, and Quad City Bank and Trust are presenting sponsors. So them and some of our other top sponsors will board the boat early, hopefully to avoid some of those lines and enjoy an open bar. And you can also, everyone can get a VIP ticket. It's just a little bit more than the regular ticket.
Right.
And so the boat does leave at 6:30 and comes back at 8:30. So that's another nice thing, because you know when the event is over.
Right.
So by 9 o'clock, you're at home in your pajamas.
That is what we love to hear.
Yes.
Okay, so I see heavy hors d'oeuvres, refreshments, a silent auction, and a live auction.
Yes.
So both of those happening. The Margaritaville theme and the entertainment, lottery ticket raffle, and wine pull. Guaranteed prizes, everybody who's playing. And you talked about a client sharing a story. I won't obviously ask you too much about that. You'll have to get a ticket if you want to kind of, see this event in person. But this has to be really impactful. Is this something that you guys did last year?
We did have a client story last year as well, but it's just really to get people to understand why we do what we do and why our services are so necessary.
Yeah,
and what it would be like if we didn't provide these services. For some of the things that we do, we're the only ones that do that here in the Quad Cities.
You are. So before we run out of time with you, let's talk a little bit about the symbolism behind the event. We saw the logo with the anchor on it.
Yes.
And that is very meaningful.
Yes. So actually, we did at-home parties during COVID for 3 years. And then 2 years ago, I was like, we really need to get back in person. People are done with at home. So I have this necklace. I'm actually wearing it now. It's Faith, Hope, and Love. It has an anchor, which is the symbol for hope. And so that's what made me think, well, let's just do this on the Celebration Bell. Let's do something different. So the anchor being the symbol of hope, and then the boat on the Mississippi. And we have lots of cool things that are very significant to the Quad Cities. Last year we had this, and we'll have it again this year, the Mississippi Mud ice cream from Whitey's.
Oh, yeah.
We had some items in our silent auction that were all about the Quad Cities. Obviously, the Celebration Bell is iconic for the Quad Cities. So there's some really cool things. There's a little surprise at the end, a nice little parting gift. And
very cool.
So I think people will have a good time and really just get to know our mission and why we do what we do.
And before we let you go, talk about why this event is so vital and so important to Family Resources. It is your largest fundraising event. This helps everything that you guys do.
Yes, all of our programs, all the programs that I listed at the beginning here.
Yeah.
And without these funds, we just can't do what we do. And they're just so important. And imagine, what do these people do if they don't have us to turn to?
What's the other option? Right. Absolutely. Okay, well, the deadline to RSVP for the Raising Hope event is August 11th, so you have about a month now. To purchase tickets or learn more about services offered at Family Resources, visit famres.org. Mary, as always, thank you. You did a great job today.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks for
chatting with
having
me about this. It's going to be
You can keep the way.
Great event. Thank you. Okay, much more to come in our next half hour, including summer fun at the Center for Active Seniors, or KSI. We'll get the details on Camp KSI, the summer concert series, and much more. And later, the Balm Diggity. That's the name of a beeswax lip balm created right here in the QCA. We'll talk with the creators about what makes this product such a success.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
There are so many summer camp options, but this could be one of the most unique and special. A camp hosted by KSI, the Center for Active Seniors, designed just for grandparents and their grandchildren. Laura Kopp is the president and CEO over at KSI, and she is joining us now. Laura, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. We have so many fun things to talk about today, starting with Camp KSI. So that is actually coming up at the end of this month and early August. It's a week long this year.
It is a week long. We had so much success last year and everyone had so much fun, and we had so many volunteers come back this year to help out that we thought, you know what, let's just make it a whole week. And we know that grandparents are spending so much time with their grandkids during the summer. So we have a ton of people that have already registered for the event, and we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, spots really do fill up fast.
They do. Everyone's looking for something cool and fun to do.
Yeah. So this is really special because it's an opportunity, to spend really special time with your grandparent if if you're a little one. You guys have an age range, I believe it's like 6 to 11 or something like that. So this is really for the kiddos. What are some of the things that duos will be doing during this week?
You know, they're going to be doing a lot of the things that we do at KSI. So there's going to be lots of arts and crafts. There's going to be some sports and line dancing. I think we have some special speakers coming out. I'm sure they'll be doing some stuff outside as well because we have a lot of space out there. But again, it's just a time to be, you know, intergenerational and having time to spend with your loved ones, your grandma, your grandpa, you know, with the kiddos. So we're really looking forward to it, and we love it. Seeing the kids around KSI is such a joy as well, and it's a really good time. They have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, so people can get online and register for that, but definitely do it soon. Another really fun thing, and you actually have one coming up this week, is the KSI Summer Concert Series.
Right, so this was something that we expanded from. Used to be Rock the Lot. We ran into several summers that had either extreme heat or rain.
Storms,
And so we decided, you know what, we have this beautiful facility. Why don't we just bring things inside and people can have air conditioning and they can have a dance floor. And so we started doing that last year. And so this Thursday we have the Tail Fins. Everyone loves them. So we're looking forward to that. Doors open at 5 o'clock and band starts at 6.
Great. So we have the flyer for that on the screen right now. Your next opportunity is not until August because you guys do this once a month. So the Tail Fins are this week. It's $10 entry. What else can they expect? Refreshments?
Absolutely. We have a cash bar, so that is alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. We have a concession stand where we'll be selling food and snacks, popcorn to be had, dance floor, lots of pretty lights, and great music.
Yes,
so come on
that's
out.
a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And then you have the July market. So you do this once a month as well.
We do during the summer months. And again, we started this outside, kind of like the farmer's market, if you will. And then we decided, you know what, we have air conditioning. It gets really hot outside. So we brought it inside. And we have a host of amazing vendors that have booths out there with homemade goods that they're selling and all kinds of different things. So it really is kind of like a free-for-all in the crafts world, if you will.
Yeah, that's really nice. It's not only nice for the people who show up looking to purchase something or peruse, but it's great for the vendors. It's another opportunity for them to get their items out there in front of people.
And to be seen, and maybe be seen by a different clientele. So yeah, it's really exciting to see everybody over there. We get a lot of folks into the center that have never been there before, and as you know, seeing the center, you have to see it to understand it and believe it. And so it's great to have community events that we can host inside.
It's true. The space is so big and beautiful and really lends itself well to those community events. Okay, so another community event, Chip In for Seniors. That one is coming up. It is in September at Glynns Creek, which is a great course. So this is a really good fundraiser for KSI.
This is a fantastic fundraiser for KSI, and I know that there are all kinds of golf outings throughout the community.
Yes, do them all.
We've been very blessed. This will be our 3rd year, and it looks like we're going to sell out this year.
Oh, nice.
With our teams, which I just never foresaw being as popular as it is. But we have been blessed with such good teams and good support through our sponsors. And then the weather has just participated, which, as you and Kyle both know, is not always our friend with the St. Patrick's Day race.
No,
and so
it's a tough one,
this one, we've been very blessed, knock on wood.
Yes,
so.
knock on, this is close. Here we go, knock on wood down here. No, it's a really, really great event, and it is so meaningful when people make the decision to participate in these events. It is meaningful for KSI because you guys are a nonprofit. You guys got your funding cut, which we've talked to you about here at TV6 numerous times. So, you know, the community kind of stepping up in that way, it means a lot to you guys at KSI.
Oh, absolutely. And the community has come out in spades for us at KSI. I have to say that, you know, we launched a private bridge funding campaign, and that's almost completely funded. We have raised the rates on a lot of the things that we do because it's become more and more apparent that we're going to have to be self-sufficient and self-funded as some of that funding has moved around in the community, and our members and the general Quad Cities community has really come out to support us. So 100% of the proceeds, thanks to our sponsors from these types of events, are reinvested back into our mission of helping seniors. So it's critical.
Yes, and one more way before we end it with you today that we can show some support for KSI is purchasing the new new KSI cookbook.
Isn't that exciting?
This is the coolest thing I've heard, because who doesn't want a recipe from a senior?
Right. I mean,
They know how to cook.
When my mom passed away, sadly, the first thing I wanted to do was get all of her cookbooks.
I bet.
And when you're hanging out over at KSI and you're in the cafe, everyone is swapping all kinds of, good ideas and things that you can do in the kitchen. And I thought, well, why not put those down?
Yeah.
And so we just got that submitted. We had close to 200 recipes submitted for our first book. And so those will be available in September for National Senior Center Month. And it will be a fundraiser for KSI.
It is a fundraiser for KSI, but you can reserve your cookbook.
You can.
As soon as you want to. Okay, so we covered a lot of ground today, from Camp KSI to the golf outing and the cookbook. To learn more, just visit KSI on the web. We have that on the bottom of your screen. That is ksiseniors.org. As always, Laura, thank you so much. We talked about a lot of great stuff today.
We
so
did.
We
Thanks so
appreciate you
much.
coming on the show. Well, it is the Balm Diggity. No, we didn't say Bomb Diggity. We said balm. Learn more about this locally made, all-natural lip balm that's getting quite the buzz next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
A fourth-generation farmer from Stark County, Illinois, took up beekeeping and got introduced to a whole new world.
And through beekeeping, this farmer learned all about bees and the benefits they provide, specifically through beeswax as a key ingredient for lip balm. Hence, the Balm Diggity was born. Sean Morrissey is the creator of the lip balm. He joins us now, along with his mother and business partner, Jill.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you both so much for coming on today.
Thank you. We're excited to talk with you.
Yeah, so Sean, talk about your passion of farming and now beekeeping.
Well, I've been on the farm my whole life. I was a little kid, every weekend out there, all summer long, And a few years ago, my dad said, we need to get bees on the farm, so we're going to be beekeepers. Came in with one suit, just for me. So I became a beekeeper. And so after a few years, I was harvesting the honey, and I had a bunch of wax left over, so I refined it. I'm like, what do you do with this? And a bunch of people, apparently, they throw it away. So so I went online, started looking for different recipes on things to use it for, and came up with lip balm. So went and found a bunch of different ingredients and came up with what you see in front of you today.
That's awesome. And so where did you get that kind of sustainability mindset, where you look at something and you go, there has to be a use for this?
Well, probably from my grandparents and just being a farmer in general, we just want to use everything that we have in front of us. You don't want to waste anything. And so
that's cool.
Yeah, about it really.
All right, so Jill, you are mother and business partners. So you kind of gave Sean the push to get this business going. He didn't quite know how to get it started, but you had that idea to just kind of give it that push.
I did, and I just told him, I said, you know what, Sean? If you can make a good product, I can make it pretty.
There you go.
And you've done just that.
So he got going on perfecting the lip balm, and I looked at packaging options, and what you see in front of you is what we came up with.
Wow, okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. We see everything on the screen, and Kyle and I are going to get to do like kind of a smell test, because there are different scents.
Yes.
But the production of your lip balm, it happens in Wyoming, Illinois. Describe the process for us. How does that all work? And did you start right away with a production facility?
With a facility necessarily?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be on a facility. No, I just take the beeswax, you melt that down first, then you take the shea butter, melt that on top of it, and you gotta get it really well because there's different types of fats inside there that have different melting points.
Interesting.
So you have to melt them down for a very long time to low temperature. Then you come in with your lighter things like your jojoba oils, your coconut oil, and get that all mixed together. Then you put it into the mold, you gotta get it flash freeze, basically, try and get it solidified as fast as possible. It's a big part of it.
It's interesting.
And you all really pride yourself on this being all natural. I mean, 5 ingredients. So what are the benefits of using an all natural product such as lip balm?
Well, all the products are very good for your skin. Like the wax is actually holds moisture into your skin.
Sure.
Mom, you chime in on this. You know more than I do. Like the jojoba oil.
Exactly.
We're smelling lip balms over here. Jill and I.
I know, that's good. Well, beeswax and the jojoba oil are they're both waxy products as far as like the jojoba oil is a liquid wax. So when you combine the beeswax and the jojoba oil, they're a really nice like a cover that goes on your lips that prevents moisture loss. So and the coconut oil really is a great moisturizer. Shea butter also does both. It's a good moisturizer, plus it also has a little bit of a waxy texture to it to, again, prevent the moisture loss. So it's really holding it in. And that's one big difference that we see with our lip balm is that when you put it on, it has some staying power. It stays on your lips.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many like lip balms I've purchased where it almost feels like it sucks the moisture out of your lips.
And you're constantly going in your pocket, lifting it out.
And I think
you gotta
that's
do
why
it like
they do
15
that.
times a day.
I think
Yeah.
that's why they do it, to keep you buying it or using it or something. Okay, so you have all sorts of different scents, and we have them all displayed here.
You do.
I just smelled the strawberry lemonade. And it's delicious.
And
have you smelled them already?
I have. I did before the show. These smell amazing, but the important thing is, you know, they smell good, but we can't eat them. Those of you with young children, you know what I'm talking about.
It smells like
But
you could.
they smell
eat 'em, buy
incredible.
more.
Especially, have you done the coffee one
No,
yet?
I haven't.
It smells like a coffee
Apricot,
shop.
strawberry lemonade,
That's
and I'm going to do watermelon.
We were talking, Sean.
Wow.
This is very
So what else have we
reminiscent
not
of a
done?
watermelon Jolly
Jolly
Rancher.
Pineapple.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want to do pineapple?
I do.
Okay. You know what? I'll help you because with each
but
one
here's
of
the
these,
coffee.
we put a
Coffee
protective seal on these. So when you
Oh,
go
wow.
and buy
Yeah.
them, then nobody. You like the coffee?
I
huh?
do like the coffee. I know Laura, who we just had on the show, she just grabbed 2 of them
Yeah.
from you during a commercial break, and she's like, these smell amazing.
Yeah.
And they really do.
And Sean, you're kind of the mastermind behind these scents, right? You kind of perfect these scents for these lip balms.
Yes.
This is pineapple.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, another good thing about them too is they will not melt in your car, even though it's like 90 degrees outside.
Really?
Yeah.
They
Is that because it's all natural?
They get super soft. I would have to think more just because of the way that we use the
ingredients.
wax
sure.
and because you put different amounts in to get the exact product that you want. Which she's had lots of trial and error with that and
Lots of
got
error.
it.
So obviously we want to know, where can we purchase these things? Because you guys are kind of all over the region, right?
We're in Illinois right
Illinois,
now,
yeah.
and we are really excited about getting into Davenport or the Iowa
Yeah. The
area
Quad Cities
crossing
area.
that
please do.
state
Yeah,
border.
absolutely. Get it closer
So,
to
yeah,
us.
if there's somebody out there that would like us to be in their store, we welcome that.
Oh, I'm excited for
You
you.
can buy us on Amazon right now, though. And then we
yeah,
also have
okay.
the website, thebalmdiggity.net. You
Yes.
can find us there,
Cool.
along with about 17 other stores in Illinois.
All right, so yeah, you can go to the balmdiggity.net
the
to
name.
learn more about the Balm Diggity. I don't know if I said balm or balm. I guess it was just going toward balm. It's
Balm.
thebalmdiggity.net. Learn all about it and where you can purchase it.
Yes.
Thank you, Sean and Jill, so much for joining us today.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very
Thank you.
much.
Congratulations.
Yes.
This is awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching.
Your local news at 4 is coming up next. Have a great evening.